Dark screen. Faint wind. Distant creak. Low, distorted whisper repeating, losing your mind? What would you do if the house you inherited started erasing your life? Not just your memories, your family, your past, even your name. I thought I was losing my mind. I didn't realize the house wanted it that way. And maybe it wants you too. If you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why you're there, imagine that, but for everything you've ever loved. Stay with me before I forget the rest. 3 months ago, my uncle died. We weren't close, honestly. I barely remember his face, but in his will, he left me one of his houses. My twin baby girls had just been born. I needed space to think. I told my wife I'd be gone a week. Just me, my laptop, and some quiet. It wasn't quiet. And I wouldn't be coming home. From the first night, something was wrong. Objects moved when I wasn't looking. Shadows clung to corners. I'd lose hours without realizing it. Then, a knock at the door. An elderly neighbor handed me a golden retriever. Buster, she said. Claimed she'd been caring for him while my uncle was in the hospital. Her voice cracked when she said his name, like she was remembering something she wished she could forget. Buster was loyal, but he refused to go upstairs one afternoon. He vanished. Doors locked. Windows sealed. I searched everywhere. An hour later, he strolled out of the kitchen, tail wagging. That night, I let him sleep in my bed. I thought it would make me feel safe. I was wrong. Weeks blurred. Work, no sleep, no meals. Then, bang. A door slammed upstairs. For the first time, Buster bolted toward it. Hallway dark. Moonlight behind us. He froze at the bathroom door. I stepped in. Sticky floor. Phone light on. Blood. Police found only rusty water from a burst pipe. My phone, destroyed in the puddle. Days later, I checked the leak. Across the hallway wall, in red paint, the cop said no break-in. No sign of anyone. Just, other houses in the area had strange events too. I tried to leave. Friends said he'd meet me outside. When I opened the door, no one. His voice came from another street. An old woman answered, swearing she'd never heard of me. My curb had no house number. Just the words, losing your mind? Buster and I slipped out the back fence. He ran over a hill. I followed, and stepped directly into the house's second floor. Phone rang downstairs. My wife's voice, sweet, then mocking. Does your tummy hurt? I wonder what Buster tastes like. Upstairs, Buster, skeletal, lying before the bathroom. The words covered every surface, dripping fresh. Police burst in downstairs. I tried to reach them, but the hallway stretched, impossibly long. My wife's voice invited them in. A scream. Silence. Then, snap. Hallway normal again. I stumbled into my bedroom. The officer was there. Smiling. I looked down. My hand gripped a knife buried in his chest. Buster was still warm. Still dead. My stomach growled. I took a police car. Drove for hours. No people. No cars. Every road led back here. Laptop open in the living room. One line glowed on the screen, lost your mind? Good. Now you won't mind losing the rest. I tried to type for help. My hands wrote something else, I'm sorry. I've disappointed you all. For the last time, goodbye. Now I'm in the study. Can't remember my wife's name. My daughters. My parents. Was I ever a father? I only remember the house. And I'm so hungry. Screen fades to black. Text appears, if you see a house with no number on the curb, don't go inside. And if you've already been inside, I think it's too late.